What is going on? We are back here with another Dragonflight update video. Yes, this is going to be an exciting one as it is Brewmaster. Yes, as we know, they just came out with the Brewmaster Talent Trees. I think it was last week on Tuesday or Wednesday, someday. But they've already added some changes to it that I think are going to be fantastic. So in this video, I'm going to go through them. I'm going to tell you guys all about the changes that they've added. But you guys got to let me know down in the comment section below if you think they're good changes or if you think there are more changes that need to be done to the talent tree. To start off, I don't think there was very much done to the general talent tree here. The only thing that I've noticed from looking at it is they actually added the final capstone, which is summon white tiger statue. We all kind of assumed that it was going to be something similar to this talent. Basically, you summon a white tiger statue on a 2-minute CD and it does damage for 30 seconds. Pretty plain, pretty basic, but I think everyone's going to end up taking this anyway, as Black Ox statue has very niche uses. It's not useful all the time. And Jade Serpent, you're not really going to get much use out of it as a not a Mistweaver, as a Windwalker or Brewmaster. But let's get into the Brewmaster tree. I'm super excited for this. So the top of the tree is all relatively the same. This is personally what I think I might be taking. I'm just going to put a disclaimer here that I am not a theory crafter. I do not know what's best. I don't even have alpha, so I can't even play it. But this is just generally from what I'm reading might be what I might be taking. Here is the first major change, is they've added a link between Celestial Flames and Breath of Fire. This is really, really good because you can continue on your talent tree if you take Celestial Flames. But when this wasn't here in the original version, this talent is not good enough to warrant going into a dead end for, right? But now you can actually take this talent if you're looking to parse or looking to do open world damage content, things like that, where uses where you might not actually need Celestial Brew, right? So you can actually go into this talent and take it and continue on down the tree, which is fantastic. Now, personally, I'm going to still take Celestial Brew because I don't like this talent. I don't think it's that good. We're going to take Breath of Fire. Now, over to the complete opposite side of the talent tree, they've done the exact same. They've added a link between Clash and this choice node here. This is a massive change, right? Because as it originally was, is you would have to go into Clash and it was a dead end point for your talent tree. And you wouldn't really actually use Clash. You don't use Clash that much to warrant this being here, but the same for Zen Med, right? The problem is you had to go into Zen Med, even though you may never use it as an ability. It just felt really, really bad, right? Where now you actually have the choice. If you're in Raid and you need Zen Med for a big tank hit, you can take Zen Med. But if you're in Mythic Plus and you need Clash to root mobs or pull mobs away or whatever, you can take Clash. And you're not forced to remove a talent point down here and put it into Clash because you can just ignore Zen Med and take Clash. So I'm going to do a talent tree build where I don't take Zen Med. We're going to see how it goes. So obviously we're going to take Clash. We're going to take Shadow Boxing Treads. We're going to take Facepalm. We're going to ignore this talent completely. This talent needs to go. It is awful. No one is ever going to choose this. It's terrible. We're obviously not going to take Fort Brew because Fort Brew is in the general tree, and we're going to take Fort Brew there because we can get the rank 2 version of it as well. So we're going to get into, I'm going to take this ability. Don't know how to say it, but I'm going to take it because it looks pretty fun. We get lots of Breath of Fires. I'm going to also take the rank 2 Celestial Brew. I think that's good. We're going to take rank 2 Purifying Brew as well. Obviously, we're going to take Invoke Nizao, Black Ox. I'm going to take Graceful Exit rank 2. And we're going to take this to heal. Now, like I said, I'm not taking Zen Med. This is kind of more of a Mythic Plus focused build. I personally think Graceful Exit might actually be a very good thing, right? If you dodge something, you can run away. If you have necrotic stacks or stuff like that, I think it could be really fun to play with. So we're just going to take it right now and see how it goes. Obviously, we're going to take Dragonfire Brew. I think that talent looks insane to play with. We're going to go down and take Counterstrike as well. Here is another massive change they've added. They've put a connector between Counterstrike and Weapons of Order. Yeah, this didn't used to be here. Crazy enough to think this didn't used to be here, right? That is so good. Now you're not forced to go into Counterstrike and then go down into Anvil and Stave, which could be a pretty good good thing to have, but it does have a 3-second internal cooldown, so it might not actually be that good. So we're not going to talent in it just yet. We'll see what we get. We're obviously taking Weapons of Order and Elusive Anima Accelerator. I think the Weapons of Order is way better than Bone Dust Brew. I hate playing with Bone Dust Brew. I don't think it's that fun to play with. Now, another change they've added a link between Elusive Footwork and Weapons of Order as well. So if you didn't go down this side of the tree at all, you can actually still get into Weapons of Order, right? If you went down the left side of the tree, you can still path into Weapons of Order through Invoke Nizao. I think that's really, really nice. I'm not going to get Elusive Footwork just yet because I'm going to get Walk with the Ox. I think Walk with the Ox is way better ability than Elusive Footwork because I like doing big damn, and Elusive Footwork doesn't make me do big damn, right? That's just how it is. Another massive change is happening right here. Yes, let me pull up the original one just so I know. Just so I remember. Yes, this is crazy. So they've added a connector between this choice node and Walk with the Ox to Bone Dust Brew. So now you don't need High Tolerance. High Tolerance is generally a pretty decent ability or a talent point, right? It does give you haste, but Brewmaster doesn't really care for haste that much, right? It might be different going into Dragonflight where you don't have High Tolerance. If you don't take it, you might need to get some gear with some haste on it. But overall, this is great now because you can go Walk with the Ox into Bone Dust Brew. It's the exact same thing, right? If you went down the complete right side of the tree and ignored the entire left side, you can still go through Invoke Nizao and get Bone Dust Brew if you want to. Great change. Same here, right? You can get this choice node and go into Bone Dust Brew, and you can completely skip out on High Tolerance if you do not want it. I personally don't think High Tolerance is that good of an ability. I may be wrong about that. Like I said, I'm not a theory crafter. I have no idea. But massive change there. It happened on both sides. I think it is kind of crucial for the talent tree itself to work and function well. You get to make the decision. Blizzard isn't making the decision for you, right? Now, the last big change that has happened is they've added a connector here between Exploding Keg and Storm Stout's last keg. This is great. Because originally you would have to go into Exploding Keg and you would have to go down through who ranked to Invoke Nizao in order to get Exploding Keg. I mean, to get Storm Stouts. But now if you want to play with Exploding Keg, you can get Exploding Keg and go into Storm Stouts. This is a really good change for Mythic Plus Brewmaster specifically because you didn't really get too much use out of Invoke Nizao rank 2. You kind of did at the highest level of keys, right? You could pump bosses and things like that. But overall, Exploding Keg is actually such a good ability to have that it's good now that you can make the choice, right? Blizzard isn't making the choice for you because you're never going to talent into Exploding Keg if you couldn't connect it to Storm Stout's last keg. But now you can. Great change. I think that is fantastic. So now I have 2 capstones already and I have 2 talent points left. I can actually get all 3 capstones with this build here, and I personally don't feel like I've left anything out that I don't really need. Now, you might not want to take this. I personally am not going to take Bone Dust Brew. I don't think it's that good of an ability. I would rather take Light Brewing here and maybe Bob and Weave, or I could take that out and get a High Tolerance or something like that, or I can even still take Zen Med up here if I wanted to. Who knows what I'm going to take, but personally, I think that having the choice is great, right? I'm going to still have Light Brewing, and I can still take Bone Dust if I want to. I can take Fortify Brew, or I can take Bob and Weave, whatever I want to take. But overall, I am so excited for the changes that have been added. I do hope that they remove this talent node entirely and replace it with something. Maybe move Storm Stout up, maybe move Exploding Keg up, and put the 4 set here, or put something new here, I don't know what they need to do, but just remove this talent point. No one is going to take this. It is so bad. 40 energy is such a lot of energy that you're going to die if you ever use this ability. If you're going to ever use Crackling Jade Lightning, you're going to die. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the changes to the Brewmaster Talent Tree. I think they're so good. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 250 subscribers by the end of September. Share the video with a friend. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.